Hello YouTube, outdoor trail hiker, coming to you with another review. We do a lot of tent camping, and right now, since we purchased a rooftop tent by Smeebuilt and mounted to my truck, we camp in the rooftop tent. And now it's warming up. It's not quite as big a deal, but we have camped when it was pretty cool at night, and I've done a few camps at night, solo with my dog, and sometimes just covering up the blanket ain't quite enough. You really want to get warm. So I'm gonna give a quick review about the buddy heater. It ain't the buddy that you're thinking. I'm not talking about snuggling up with your dog or snuggling up with Bubba. We might have a little smell going on. I'm talking about the buddy heater, which is this right here. I got this one at Tractor Supply. Had it for quite a while now. I don't even remember what I paid for it. You can look that up on Amazon if you need to, or you'll find out at the store. It wasn't too bad. And this buddy heater runs off of the same propane bottle that like your Coleman stove does. And there's a little connection right here that your bottle will screw into. Nothing hard about it. Don't take but a minute. Get it good and snug. And you're hooked up. Now this bottle, I've been using it for quite a while, and it's getting close to empty, but there should still be enough to fire this bad boy up. Now, on your knob up here, you have off, pilot, low, and high. Push knob to light pilot. After lit, hold for 30 seconds, release, and turn to desired setting. So, we're going to see if I can do this without beating y'all's way. Go to pilot, and we're going to push it down. Guess we're letting some air get through there. That didn't quite work. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go to the pilot. You have to push down a little bit and go to pilot. And you push it down, and you heard the click. It lit the pilot down there. There's a flame, a blue flame, and I'm holding it down, and I'm letting that blue flame burn a little bit. And then I'm going to let up, and I'm going to go on around to low. And if you can see the flame, it's lighting. That's on low. Eventually that white grate, and then the heat's just amazing. And then you can go on around to, you don't have to push it down. You can go on around the high. And as you can see, that's getting red hot in there. Just that quick. In fact, it's so hot, I'm turning it off. It's that easy. And we're off. And when I turn it off, I always go ahead and unscrew the bottle, just in case there's a leak. I don't ever store these things connected. But that's how easy that was. Now I'm going to tell you something about this. Now, always be aware of gas, carbon monoxide. If you're going to use it inside, it wouldn't hurt to have a carbon monoxide alarm. When I use this, and it was pretty cold at night, in the rooftop tent, all I had to do is light the pilot on this. I didn't have to put it on high. I didn't have to put it on low. All I had to do is light the pilot and just let the pilot run. And it kept the chill off of the tent. It did really good. I used it once in a ground tent, and it got pretty cold. And I did end up, I put it on high for about 5 minutes. Took the chill off the tent, and then I turned it all the way down to low, and it started getting pretty warm. So I did the same thing. I turned it to where it was just the pilot, and it kept the chill out of the tent. And that's all I ran after that was the pilot. There's enough ventilation in the tents. I always keep a couple gaps in the windows for, because of moisture, to try to, remedy that. So there's air coming in the tent, and this thing burns pretty clean. I didn't notice any kind of off smells or anything like that. In fact, the only time I smell the propane is when I disconnect it. You get just a puff when it pops off the connector here. But like I said, this thing works great, and it puts out some heat. There's a lot of videos out there on these things. Now that it's warming up, I don't imagine I'll be using it much. But for those cool nights and cool mornings when you're out camping, especially when you don't have electricity at your campsite to use electric heaters, this right here works great. And in my other view of the Coleman 2-burner stove, I told y'all that I bought a hose to where I can connect that stove to my 20-pound bottle instead of using these. Well, that hose will also work on this. It's the same thing. So I can hook this up to my 20-pound bottle if I want to. And the hose on that 25-pound bottle that I bought, the connector, is 5 foot long, so it's long enough that it can reach from the bed of my truck, and I could run the hose through one of the zipper windows and run this off of that 20-pound bottle if I so choose to. Now, since I'm running my cook stove off of it, more than likely, I've always got some of these around, so more than likely when I'm running this, if I run it in the tent, I'll probably just use one of these. I'm not sure. It just depends. But I know I've got several of these already, so I just will use them up. But that's pretty much it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this thing a 10. Man, it puts out some heat. It's good to have around if you lose electricity in your home during the winter time. You've got your extra heat source that you can put in the room and stay warm. I've even seen a video on YouTube of a guy hanging a hot water pot over this right here because that heat goes straight up, and he actually boiled water off of it. So, that's how much heat that comes off of this thing. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out all the other ones I've got. There's in my blah blah blah. Be sure to check out my other channel at outdoortrailhiker.blog, and hit the subscribe button on both these channels. And don't forget to hit the like button, and I hope you come and watch more videos. Y'all have a good day.